Howdy, my beautiful Aquarius. How you doing, darling? Today we're going to get into a little bit of a different tarot reading today. We're going to be getting into, darling Aquarius, the person that's on your mind right now, a little bit of a you versus them tarot reading today. Remember that I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you, though, Aquarius, and tarot cards are never going to just get into the nuances of your actual human-to-human connection, darling. It's never going to know your emotions and all of that, right? These tarot readings are just here to give you some food for thought, possibly, if this reading does resonate with you. Remember, it does not matter what you identify as, he, she, they, them, anything inside that spectrum or outside of that spectrum, Aquarius. This reading resonates with you, it's meant for you, darling. Also, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, Aquarius, I'd appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate when you do that extra step to support me in that way, Aquarius. And yeah, darling, remember I also do your general weekly tarot reading, Aquarius, every single Wednesday, darling, so I hope to see you then sometime, darling. And yeah, let's just get into this tarot reading for you today, Aquarius. Remember, if you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, my website's linked down below, SimplyVelca.com, darling. Let's jump into this. Let's see what's going on with y'all. My darling Aquariuses, what's going on with y'all? Splitting it here, darling. Actually, these cards are calling out to me, Aquarius. Oh gosh, I'm dying. Let me know if I'm alone in this, Aquarius. Anytime I cough or anything or sneeze when I'm at home even, I feel like I need to apologize to everyone and be like, I don't have corona, honey. Let's get into this. So we have the Temperance card coming in for you, Aquarius. 10 of Wands. I don't have my glasses, by the way, so if you see me like, it's because I'm trying to see. 6 of Pentacles. So it would be a shame to wear glasses with this look, don't you think, darling? Anyways, Temperance card, 10 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles here. I'm going to be honest here, Aquarius. I'm getting very much so this sense of like, you're kind of half in, half out. And the reason why I point this out is because of this Temperance card here. Not many tarot readers will point this out in the artwork, but the main theme that will usually happen with the Temperance card, I forgot what it was for a moment, is that in the most artworks of it, you'll see 1 foot inside the water and 1 foot out of it. So it lets me know this is kind of a message, Aquarius, where you're kind of halfway emotionally checked out from this. Did you get the 10 of Wands read? Yeah, 10 of Wands. You're halfway checked out of this because it's weighing heavy on you, right? The 10 of Wands always refers to like this baggage just weighing on your shoulders when it comes to this situation here. And the 6 of Pentacles here, I forget which sign also had this kind of similar message in this way, but you're different, Aquarius, in that, like, you know, you are invested in this connection. You clearly care about this connection, right? You're still kind of holding out on this and be like, maybe they can change. Maybe they're gonna, you know, whatever. We go into those maybes, narratives, and all of that, right? Whatever reasons that we use, Aquarius, to like give something several chances sometimes that maybe shouldn't even deserve a first chance, darling. 6 of Pentacles here, though. This is just like a situation of where it feels like an unequal sense of like just one-sidedness, Aquarius. Very one-sidedness in terms of just what you're getting from this connection, platonic, romantic, business, or what have you. This is a connection where it's like you clearly care about this a lot. You know, maybe you see the potential. Excuse me, hopefully this mic didn't catch it, darling. I spent so much money on it. Better on one level catch it, but on another, I'm not trying to have y'all hear me belching in front of y'all. I digress. I don't know why I'm always acting silly with you, Aquariuses. With this connection, though, you're just like, you may perhaps see the potential in this. Maybe at one point in time, there's a lot more of an equalness when it comes to this connection, darling. But now it's at this point where you are like, your foot's halfway out the door when it comes to this. Your emotions are already in this process of like checking out, darling, because I'm seeing an Aquarius checking out of a hotel. So taking this as a situation where it's just like, you're like, your bag's already packed, darling. You're walking out the door. And you're just kind of like, I don't even see you guys turning your head back and seeing if they're chasing after you. You're kind of just like walking out the door and, you know, you're open to seeing if they fight for you. But at the same time, it does feel as if you're kind of just checked out from the situation, right? Which makes me happy just on one end, Aquarius, because it just showcases to me where it's like you're not stuck on this person and just like going through like abuse or what have you. Just like you're not allowing this situation to this person to really control you. You're really making sure my mic's on even now, darling. You're really allowing this situation to just play. Like it's kind of like that situation where letting the cards fall where they may. Why did I say cards so weird? So let's get into this on their side. We have the Tower card with them, the 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, The World card. Now, Aquarius, y'all already know I like to do things in threes, but they get 2 extra cards, I suppose. The World card and the Magician card. So this person has a lot going on. We have 3 major arcana coming in here for them. You know, especially with that Tower card. The Tower card is very encompassing with someone's energy here. I'm going to be honest here, Aquarius. This is very much so giving me someone that's starting to turn a lot more selfish. This person's turning a little bit more selfish. I guess that's going into a little negative narrative, so I need to call myself out in that regard, Aquarius. But, you know, with the 9 of Pentacles, that's a very self-serving energy, right? Really thinking about what's best for them. The Magician card as well. This is someone that really wants to be in control of a situation, probably might have a little bit of control issue as well. But overall, they're trying to create the life that they want for themselves, Sterling, right? And then the Queen of Wands, that's another what would be perceived as like selfish energy, because the Queen of Wands is going after what it is that they are desiring, darling, right? So notice all these cards are very singular in their thought process, very singular in their actions, right? So with this World card here and this Tower card, it's very much so like a sense of like it feels like they don't want to work as a team anymore. I'm going to be honest, Aquarius. I don't feel like they really want to work as a team, or on some level, let's, you know, go into this different narrative with this Tower card and this World card. Maybe they are willing to, if you would know this, so don't be taking this next message, Aquarius, as a sense of being like, oh, well, maybe they'll find their way. Maybe this is about them, right? I'm going to be very, you know, darling Aquarius, you know, I'm always going to be that friend, darling, that tells you what you need to be hearing. I'm going to support you, whatever decision you're making, darling, because it's your life, not mine, and you know your emotions best. But I'm going to be honest with you, I had to be blunt. You know, this would be a situation where this person's doing away with this old cycle that they have with themselves, where they're trying to get out of this self-centered thinking, but it's a process, darling, right? So enough of that. Let's actually, Aquarius, I didn't do this for the other signs, but I feel like I need to do, I think I even did this for your weekly general reading, Aquarius, where I felt need to just like switch it up with decks. So let's get into some clarifiers. With this, I'm being shown 80-20, so I would say 20% of you guys, it's about this person. Again, I feel like there was already like a conversation or like a fight like something happening, darling, that would cause them to have like that wake up moment, Aquarius. And I feel as if, yeah, y'all would already know that if it's about them like doing away with the selfishness, darling. It's very in your face. Page of Swords coming in here. Rough communication, darling. Let's do one more. Queen of Wands. All right, Aquarius, I have to be honest, darling, this is an energy here where I don't feel like maybe their intentions are trying to make it work with you, darling, but they're just extremely self-centered. They're really about like their life right now and doing what makes them happy. 6 of Pentacles here. What is this energy with the 6 of Pentacles? What is their thoughts with this? 4 of Swords. It's almost like they're having a very strong battle with themselves. Death card in the back of the deck. They're having a very strong battle with themselves, Aquarius, where it's just like, on one hand, they do care about this connection a lot. They want to make this work, right? But on the other hand, it's like this sense of where their biggest struggle with putting a closure to this cycle, Aquarius, is having to accept the fact that they won't be able to be so selfish in some way anymore. Like, they have to think about others more than just, like, they have to think about other people, not just with themselves and their future, right? And, you know, and it's like, let's not go into too negative of a narrative, Aquarius. Maybe this is a situation where this person just isn't used to being on a team, or isn't used to thinking about the decisions and things that they do, like thinking about how it affects other people in their lives. Well, bringing along someone else in their life, Aquarius, because I do feel like there is this like inner turmoil with them. Like, they are struggling with this sense of like wanting to do something that's for themselves, but at the same time they care about this connection. So how are you feeling about this? The Fool card, again, I feel like for many of you, Aquariuses, you're kind of just checked out. The Tower card, darling. Aquarius. And then Ace of Swords. I'm going to be honest, Aquarius, I kind of feel like this reading's more so coming in to just affirm to my Aquariuses already, coming in where they're kind of just looking for an outside sign to just be like, I'm checking out, darling, right? Your bags are packed. You're already walking out the door. This is just your affirmation, because 5 of Pentacles here, I don't feel as if this connection makes you happy anymore. I feel like you're kind of done trying and you're interested into going into bigger and better waters, darling, right? That's why the Fool card is always associated with the number 0, Aquarius. Make sure it's here. Yeah, it's always going to show the number 0. Well, the Fool is always identified as the number 0. Sometimes the decks don't show it, but it's because you're going into a new chapter. You're interested in just really going into something new with someone else, right? Ace of Swords. Like your mind, I feel like your mind is already kind of checked out. Like you're already checked out mentally from this, but you're open to the the slight chance that they actually are willing to change and be like, oh wait, Aquarius, right? And trying to catch up to you, right? Like we see in those movies, darling. But unfortunately, life isn't like a movie, darling, where it's always that happy ending where they chase you through the airport and get on the same plane that you do. All right, so what is the best case scenario when it comes to this, right? Let's get into an optimistic sense when it comes to this connection for my Aquariuses that really want to make this work. Unfortunately, the Four of Wands being in the inverse for you. Let's see these other cards though. Page of Pentacles and the Moon card coming in the reverse as well. Did I show you guys these cards? So Aquarius, I'm going to be honest here. The best case scenario, like certain things need to come to light when it comes to this connection. I do feel as if, I'm going to be honest here, Ten of Swords, it's really giving me this sense here, Aquarius, where they're going to need a wake-up call, right? If I'm going to go back into that narrative, I feel like you need to board that plane. I don't feel like they're going to chase you initially. So I feel like this is going to be very much so a long-term thing in the sense that this is going to be maybe several months down the road when they're actually truly ready to connect to connect to you again. Like it's almost as if they need to kind of just experience life riding by themselves solo for a while. So I feel like you definitely left your mark on them, Aquarius. I don't know how long you guys have been connected with them. I feel like you definitely left their mark. This is someone that they're going to be thinking about this for quite some time, reflecting on it. Both the Two of Wands and the Four of Cups represents that, right? Even with Nine of Pentacles in the back of the deck as well. It's like this situation of where it's just like they're going to continue doing what it is that they've been doing, Aquarius, right? So maybe on the outside point of view, they're just like, I'm going to get into this one in a moment. Outside point of view, they just continue their work or what have you, but it's going to be the sense of where they think while they're doing the work, while they continue doing their trying to build their own life, being selfish in that way. I keep saying selfish, but I don't want this to be in a negative way, because I feel like everyone should be selfish on some level, just with the balance about it, right? It's the sense of where they have to kind of realize that they don't want this life just by themselves, right? So they kind of have to see what life is like without you being there, taking you for granted, before they realize that they actually want you, right? Lover's card, this is painting out such a fabulous picture, girl. So the Lover's card, Six of Cups here, this is that sense of just again, yeah, the Six of Cups is like a history card. I do feel like there needs to be some time that passes before Page of Wands, something sparks back up again. So best thing I can really say, live your life, darling. Eight of Cups or Eight of Pentacles here, that's there is this potential for this to up level, right? Not saying 100% it's going to happen, free will and all that, darling, right? But there is potential in this actually growing into something, Aquarius. But you kind of have to start living your life first. You kind of have to have them feel what it's like to live a life without their Aquarian energy being around, if that makes sense. Again, I'm not promising that they're going to see things and just approach you again and be like, oh, take me back, let's try to make this work. But I feel like this is one of those situations where you're going to end up being the one that gets away from them, and it's up to them to decide from there. It's once they acknowledge that, if they choose to take action or not. Yeah, dolls, I have to be honest with this, Aquarius. Y'all Aquarius have been such complex readings, darling, for me for a while. There's been so many things that's been going on in y'all's lives. I do not envy y'all whatsoever, Aquarius. But yeah, darlings, that is the weekly. It's not weekly. Maybe I should make this a weekly thing, darling. This is the you versus them tarot reading that I have for y'all today, Aquarius. Hopefully you found some cards that resonated. Remember, SimplyVelca.com if you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, and hopefully I can connect with you sometime in the near future, Aquarius. I love you so much. Good luck.